Hi folks, my name is Jem, I'm the Crazy Pigeon Lady, and it's my mission to entertain, educate and inspire you with all things pigeon and dove. Welcome to this, my new series I'm calling Birblife, it's a series where I share different insights into life as a pigeon mama. So in this episode I thought it would be nice to introduce you to one of my birds. This is Anna. So I currently have two birds, Anna and Dewey. I used to have three birds. I used to have a bird called Lola, who sadly passed away in November 2019. I also fostered for 3 months a young feral pigeon rescue called Spencer, and if you want to find out more about Spencer, please check out my baby pigeon development playlist series where you will get to meet him and learn about young pigeons. So I've had Anna here since December 2018 and she is ringed 2013, so she is 7 years old. Now, a pet pigeon can typically expect to live about 10 to 15 years, so she's still got a few years left in her yet. She's a rescue bird, so she was a lost fancy pigeon, and she has a nice little story. So I heard about Anna online as part of a pigeon rescue group that I was a member of, and we quite often get members of the public posting about birds they have found. Perhaps they're injured or perhaps they're lost, and a member of the public posted to say that she found this bird and what should she do. And this is quite common, particularly for fancy pigeons. They somehow escape and end up wandering the streets, and it's not safe for them to be out. They don't have great survival instincts. They don't know how to deal with predators. They're not necessarily very great flyers, or know what to do to take care of themselves. So they really do need to be picked up and put back in a suitable environment where they can be cared for in safety. Now, Anna had wandered the streets and ended up in the school playground of a primary school, and was picked up by the caretaker of the school, who took her home and looked after her until I came and adopted her. So Anna is actually ringed. She has a ring from the NPA, the National Pigeon Association of Great Britain. So she was registered to a breeder, and I contacted the NPA with the ring information, which is what you should do if you find a ringed bird. Contact the relevant organisation so that potentially an owner can be found. And unfortunately, the owner had died a couple of years earlier, and the bird, if she'd been sold or transferred on, hadn't actually been registered to a new owner, and so there was no information about where she had come from. So it was agreed with the NPA that I would adopt her, and she's been with me ever since. So Anna is a fancy pigeon, specifically the breed called a Lahore, spelled L-A-H-O-R-E, like the city in Pakistan. And she is a breed that comes from that part of the world, so sort of India, Pakistan, that kind of Middle East, that kind of area. And Lahores have a long history as ornamental birds, and as you can see, she is very beautiful. And she's in what we call the yellow colour. So this sort of browny ginger colour is actually what we call in pigeon fancying circles yellow. But Lahores come in other colours too. So they come in black, they come in silver, they also come in red, which is like a dark brick red kind of colour, and they also come in other patterns too, like bards and checkers and things like that. And different breeders like to breed different colours and patterns for show. And she is essentially a show pigeon, a fancy breed who's bred for her appearance to a breed standard. And if you want to find out more about fancy pigeons, please do check out my episode in my Pigecation playlist all about fancy pigeons. So Anna is a very sweet bird, and when she originally came to me, she had a very kind of sweet, gentle, submissive sort of temperament. I had Lola at the time, and Anna was very much wanted to follow Lola around, was very excited about being her friend and bonding with her, although Lola wasn't much interested in her, to be honest. And she let, you know, Lola be the dominant bird. She was quite happy not to be top of the pecking order, so she never really challenged Lola for dominance or anything like that. And that is generally how she is. She's quite sweet. She's generally happy to be a sort of bird lower down the pecking order, and she likes someone else to be the leader. There are a number of things I really like about Anna as a bird. As you can see, that she is very sweet. Look, she's giving me some little preenings on the hand here. She does have a very sweet nature. She's a lovely little bird, and some of the things I particularly like about her is round her eyes she has very pale eye-ring or serrae around the eye. Now this would actually be a fault in a showbird. Lahores are supposed to have quite deep, dark, reddish pink eye rings, but hers are very pale, and I actually really like that about her. I think they give her eyes quite a soft, gentle appearance, and I like the shape of her head and how her feathers just run over the top softly, and they just give her a very pretty, sweet look. Other Lahores have got kind of bulkier, squarer looking heads, whereas she's got a very nice, sweet, shaped head. She's quite petite for a Lahore. She's sort of at the bottom end of the weight scale, but she's very strong. She's got very good flight. She's very fit, even though she's quite small. She is the eternal optimist. She keeps trying to make friends with our other pigeon Dewey, but Dewey isn't terribly interested in her. But she does keep trying, and no matter how much he shows aggression towards her, she doesn't seem to be dissuaded from trying to make friends with him. So she does keep trying. And she's also a very calm bird too. And Lahores are generally quite chilled out birds anyway. They do make excellent pets. But Anna is particularly calm and relaxed about a lot of things, not least being beaten up by Dewey, my other bird. Things I like to do with Anna, I like to have cuddles. As you can see, she's quite tame. She'll sit on my hand. She's happy to be stroked. She'll sit in my lap of an evening, you know, if I'm watching TV or something like that. She'll flop in my lap and quite happily enjoy the warmth. And do lots of relaxation, and I generally like to watch her interact. She's quite funny. She tries to flirt with Dewey a lot, even though Dewey's not interested with her. She sort of tries to get in the bath with him, and she does all these kind of little funny things in her bid to try and make friends with him, and that makes quite entertaining watching. And that's one of the very endearing things about her, that she's very sweet and quite funny. So there you go, there's my bird, Anna. I hope you enjoyed meeting her. She's gone off to do her own thing, but hopefully we'll see her again in another video. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can hear about my next video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye bye.